Well, in today's edition of the show, Business Nigeria crew caught up with the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, that's ICAN, Rasak Jaiyeola. Well, he spoke extensively on the role of the accounting institution in nation building and, of course, the fight against corruption. Enjoy it.
As an institute, we have done a lot to support government in fighting corruption. As far back as 2015, we instituted a 50 million whistleblowers fund to assist our members to support them where they blow the whistle in respect of any financial misdemeanor. And you can imagine how happy we were when the federal government bought into it. And within a very short while, you can see that the federal government is also making a lot of progress, a lot of recoveries in this direction. We also launched at our last year's accountants conference the ICAN Accountability Index. It's a mechanism for accessing public financial management. We have some indicators, some pillars that we are dealing with, and we also have the various dimensions. The mechanism is so developed that at the end of the day, say by end of October, by the beginning of October, we are looking at releasing the first result of the index. The objective of this index is to ensure accountability and transparency in the country's financial system at the federal, state, and local government levels. We have our assessors already on the field. They're already collecting data. We have coordinators. And the last Friday, but one, we met the Federal Allocations Committee where we introduced the project to them. And we expect a lot of cooperation in this regard. It is a way of also assisting government to bring professionalism into the system, and it's a way of also fighting corruption. And by the time we finish, the various states and local governments will be ranked such that if a state comes first this time around, you can see that other states will be fighting to ensure that they introduce measures to ensure that they improve on their system. We also have the Corporate Governance Code, which we are working on at the moment. You recall that there was 2016 Corporate Governance Code, which was suspended last year, and the new one is being exposed. It's also, if there is adequate corporate governance code in the country, you can be sure that the issue of corruption will be brought back to the minimum.
Well, ICAN's president further explained on the ethics of the institution and reacted to the forensic auditors bill already being passed by the Senate.
People adage that you cannot give what you don't have. Those behind these forensic bills, they do not have the pedigree. They are not trained to professionally do this job. Issue of forensic is an arm of auditing and investigation. Before you can practice as a forensic person, as a professional, you must first of all have the required training, exposure, experience, and professional experience to be able to go into it. From what we know about them, they don't have it. These are issues that we believe all over the world. Forensic auditing is an arm of a full-fledged professional body. You cannot say you want to go and start to practice surgery when in the first instance you are not, first of all, a medical doctor. It's not done. It's cannibalizing the profession. Those are the issues that we are trying to bring to the notice of the public, that we are trying to bring even to the notice of the Senate that has already passed it. We are only trying to ensure that we bring awareness to the public as to the facts that are that support our argument. They are not professionally trained to do the work. They cannot do it. They don't have the exposure. We, as an institute, have faculty that, aside from being trained as professional accountants, we now have a separate auditing and forensic faculty where our members that are interested are now specially given a grooming. At the moment, what they do is to advertise, and whoever applies, they give them certificates. Is that how you want to improve? What value will they be adding? So these are the issues.
Now, issues around the corporate governance code, this document is something that has also generated reactions from all concerned parties. ICAN President spoke more on this and said it will help improve financial reporting, and it's also a key to help in the fight against corruption.
Government had to suspend the 2016 code, and they have asked the Financial Reporting Council to come up with a new code. They have also done a couple of roadshows in various cities and all the rest. And as an institute, we have set up a committee to look into it, and we are discussing, and within a few days, we hope to make our views known to the Financial Reporting Council. For us as an accountant, we believe that corporate governance code will help a lot in fighting these issues bordering on corruption. A lot of things are happening in various corporate boards because there are no controls as such. These are some of the things that the corporate governance code seeks to address. And when it is properly done, you will find that once there is confidence in the system, that there is proper corporate governance system in the country, it will attract foreign investments because they will be very, very confident that there is good system in place for them to invest.
Well, finally, he expressed expectations of the institution and, very importantly, for businesses as the country approaches an election year.
As we move to the election year, ICAN is always supportive of government to ensure that we have a free and fair election. We also will put on our thinking cap to ensure that we continue to support government in various areas of improvement of the economy, in areas of security, all the areas that we feel we have input. We do always support government. Before a budget is released, we ensure that we make an input, and after it is released, we have a seminar, we pass our comments on the report, and so on.